Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we are proud to welcome to Wednesday night racing action here with the
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for another edition of Wednesday Night Racing here with the QRL Xfinity Series, brought to you live by the Cav OK Racing Network. Here's our standings with three races left in the regular season. Take a look here. We have Nathan Maurer with 4 wins at the top. Joey Steyer's right behind him with 2. Ty Killa, no wins, but 6 top 10s, basically 2 top 5s, top 4s. Anthony Moss Jr. in 4th place. David Owens with a win. And Justin B. White, Terry Murphy in 7th, Dave Kirkpatrick in 8th. Tied for 8th with him is Alex McWhorter, and Mitch Diamond's going to round out your top 10. And that's with 3 races left in the regular season. Once again, just bring attention to the ARCA series for BRL. They're going to have a winter series, starts December 15th. And you can contact that. Also, Truck Series is having a winter series that starts December 13th. And the Premier Cup, which is the next gen cars, that's going to be December 11th. And that's going to start off at Atlanta. And you can find all that information at bonfireracingleague.com. And also me and my wife's company, Woodcotter's Cottage. Want a big shout out to my little company there, and for supporting me doing all this cool stuff after work. I appreciate. Shout out to my wife. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Dover International Speedway. This is a full concrete mile track. Sister track would be comparable to Bristol sister track. Very high bank turns. Going to be very exciting. A lot of G-forces put on these drivers, and the tires are going to be a factor, as you can see right there in that shot. Just kind of banking they're going to be dealing with today. And it looks like Joey Steyer's did get the pole. Take a look at the grid. All right, there you have it. Joey Steyer's first, Nate Maurer second, David Owens in 3rd, Justin White 4th, 5th Tommy Fox, Dave Kirkpatrick in 6th, Tommy Fox 5th, Chris Morrell 7th, Anthony Moss Jr. 8th, Terry Murphy number 9, Alex McWhorter number 10, 11 Scotty Estep, number 12 Jeff Pfeiffer. Thirteenth place Matt Oppingler, 14th Doug Neal, 15th Mitch Diamond, 16th Jake Shea, 17th Sam Milliken, 18th Ty Killa, 19th Jerry LeGrand, 20 Eric Thornton, 21st Jared Kelly, 22nd Pim Luth. Big shout out to Pim there, all the help setting this up. Gary Wright is going to be in 23rd place, and Ryan Twinham in 24th place. Good to see him out here. Looks like that's it. We're going to be having those 24 drivers. Great field tonight here at Dover. 135 laps, I believe, last time I checked. So hold on to your seatbelts and we'll get ready to go racing. lights of the pace car are out, so we will begin racing here as soon as that pace car exits in the pit lane. All right, pace car is off, about ready to go here to the Geico restart zone as Joey Stires takes that restart zone and he's off and away they go. Nate Maurer, Joey Stires side by side for that pole position. What a great restart there by the 971. And Nate Maurer staying up close to the Joey on that. Looks like Chris Morrell right there, number 5 car going down low, staying out of the way, letting some cars go by him, staying out of some trouble. A little further back in the pack, we got Eric Thornton, Jared Kelly, 24 car of Ty Killa, and the number 90 car, I believe, of Gary Wright, all 2x2. Already 3 laps down at this 1 mile track, a little over 1 mile. Everyone seems to be keeping it clean right now. All these cars just single file, getting it sorted out here at the early beginnings, not trying to take any chances. Mitch Diamond, 65 car, Ford Mustang looking good with Sam Milliken right behind. Oh, looks like the 048 gets into the wall just a little bit there. Sends some cars flying by. Scrambling out of the way, no harm done though. As Jerry Legrand gets in the wall there just a little bit. A lot of cars just using that inside line, taking it down low. A couple cars trying to use the high line. We'll see what works out here towards the end. Looks like David Owens is trying to make that higher line work. That might have just been a move on Chris, the number 5 car at that moment. On board with the number 5 of Chris Morrill. Further back in the pack, looks like Gary Wright might be having enough with the 48, trying to find his way around him. .48 getting back into the wall again. He can't seem to get away from it. On board with the 48 spoiler cam. Let's just see how close he gets to on that off of exit. Maybe he's learned his lesson, but likes using that high line. Whew. All right, checking back in with Sam. Looks like Sam just is fighting here with Mitch Diamond in the 65 car. Mitch also getting that tail into the wall just a little bit there. You see the smoke come off the concrete safer barrier. Looks like Sam's going to ease off of the 65 just a little bit. Back up at for front, P3. Looks like P3 is under attack. Justin White trying to hang on to it, but he's under attack by the 27 of Dave Kirkpatrick and Anthony Moss Jr. On board with the 28 of Justin White in that Grinds car. As you can see, it's Dave Kirkpatrick and Anthony Moss Jr. just trying to track him down. 12 laps down here at Dover International Speedway. Green flag racing all the way since it's dropped. Looks like Thornton just made a move there on the 55 of Jared Kelly, taking him up to 18th place, up 2 spots. Gary Wright also fighting for position on Jared Kelly. Looks like Jared might be having tire saving in mind for today. Good looking number 55 car there with that Battleship North Carolina paint scheme. Beautiful paint job. Back mid-pack. This is for P11, P10. What a group of tight cars right here they have. As you can see the smoke just flickering off that safer barrier. Driver's still just giving it a little love tap around the corners. Looks like Doug Neal just put the move on. Oh, Pim just getting a little bit in the wall there. Great save, though. Number 33, Pim Lute there, our own producer, broadcaster, presenter for Sunday Night Skippy and the Bonfire Morning Series. Great job by him and all the help he's given to me to where I've gotten today. So, great job there, Pim, on that save. Back for the fight for P11. David Owens hanging on to it. Oh, cars just keep touching that safer barrier as the 15 gets into him of Alex McWhorter. Takes quite a shot there. Needs to regroup himself. He's getting loose into the turn here. He's all bent out of shape. Just needs to set it down and try again here on 57 of Fox. Unfortunate for him, but great save. Not causing any other incident and getting back on the track. Let's see if he rejoins without incident. Great job there. As we go side by side racing as the 85 takes it up high with Jeff Pfeiffer over David Owens. See if he's going to make it stick, or is David going to fight back? Cuts him off, gets the block up top, but opens the door for the 048 as the 65 gets tapped, almost gets loose, but it saves it also. Back with Mitch Diamond and Doug Neal. They're just going at it right now between the two cars. The 77 Simbox car is all over the back bumper of the 65. On board with Doug Neal, 77. Is he going to stay aggressive or keep at it? Let's take a look. Let's take a follow, a couple laps around here with the old Doug. Now Mitch is taking the fight back to the 85. Up front with their leaders, still the same old story. Joey Steyer's up front, Nate Martin, P2, Justin White, P3. As Owens is getting on the back door of Terry Murphy, looking to make that move. You can just hear him fluctuate that throttle, trying to keep it off of running in the back of that number 18 Toyota, but also trying to find his moment to make a move. 18 leaves the door open for Owens to make the pass. That might be enough as Terry Murphy just backs out of it, lets him have it. But Terry Murphy's going to be getting engulfed with a bunch of other cars further back in the field. 2 by 2 they go further back. That almost was an incident. It looks like the 85 was able to take advantage of that move, as Jeff Pfeiffer ends up the winner out of that incident. Checking in back with our leader real quick. You can just see the lead right there. He's got a second lead over Maurer. And Maurer and Joey also have a 4-second lead over Justin White, which is the next car back of that first 2 cars. They might be running in some lap traffic sooner than later with this pace and if it keeps green flag racing right now. But what we want to see right now is the battle of Mitch Diamond, Doug Neal, and David Owens. This little group back here, all between P7 and P15, all battling out right now. Taking a look at the spoiler cam, you can see a little bit of a dent there on the right rear quarter fender of David Owens' car. These cars are taking some shots now. Still green flag racing, looking great. I think we only have 1 car down the lap. That's going to be Jake Ashay, number 77 Toyota Supra. Looks like he might be a lap down. Yellow were to come out, that'd be Jerry LeGrand. I mean, Jake getting that yellow dog. Lucky dog. Oh, looks like we might have a crash here. Jared Kelly might have been involved with Tommy Fox. Let's see. We take a look real quick, see what happens. Looks like Ty Killen just comes up the racetrack. Jared wasn't expecting him to come up like that. Gets involved with him. Let's slow it down. Take a look at what Tommy Fox saw. And also take a look at what the 24 and 55 were doing. Just Tykilla comes up on a run. Jared keeps his ground. 55 bounces off the wall, gets into the Tommy Fox, gets him loose. He's trying to save it. He's probably under full power and just noses it into the wall. Unfortunately, that's the 57 of Tommy Fox. I think last week he might have had an incident also. That is unfortunate. Let's go back live, see what we have going on with pit stops. All right, there's your leaders coming in. Maurer all over the back bumper of Steyer's coming in the pit lane. I'm not sure how much that's going to... Oh, Joey misses the stop just by a half a second. That should give Maurer the lead off of this, off of pit lane. As the left side tires are going on and the jack stands are getting dropped. Here he comes out of the pit stop. Hard on the fuel gas. Joey's going to lose the 3 spots after that incident. Unfortunate for him, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Hey, Justin White, this is Kevin Kyle up in the booth. Just wanted to check in with your race and how it's going today after those pit stops.
Yeah, going pretty good. Just concrete surface seems to wear the tires a little bit quicker, especially that right front. Just trying to keep it cool, considering how hot the ambient or the track temperature is. Just trying to keep the tires, keep grip underneath it, because right now this place is definitely will wear you out. Especially, I forgot I had my force feedback turned up a little too high, so my heading on 80% on this DD2, and my forearms, I feel like the Hulk right now.
Oh baby, well well, good thing you got those big forearms, Justin, and be able to handle this car. What's the fuel window looking like if you guys have a green flag run? Or is it more tires?
Roughly about, let's see, about 60 laps, give or take.
Okay.
Give or take a penny.
Well, hey, Justin, thanks for coming in the booth with us, and good luck out there on the racetrack.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good one, Justin. All right, that was Justin White, number 28 car, the Grinds Coffee car. Thank you, Justin, for doing that. Appreciate that. All the drivers pitching in and getting a chance to talk to them. All right, taking a look at that pace car, it looks like the lights might be off. As Joey's going to be starting back in P4 on the outside line, drop 3 spots. Let's see how you can rebound from that. I believe he did have the pole. As the pace car comes up on the back stretch, we should be going green next time around. All right, pace car is off. Mauer's going to be bringing them to the Geico restart line. And away they go, ladies and gentlemen. Side by side, 23 and 28 go. Further back in the pack, what close racing we have. We're gonna keep our eyes tight on this one right now, though. Further back, looks like Dave's going to be working on Ty Killer right now, diving it down low on the number 24 car. Oh, looks like Jerry LeGrand might have got into the wall. Let's take a quick look. I don't know if the yellow's coming out. It is out. Second caution of the lap of the track race here. LeGrand in that pink 48 car. Let's see if we have the same kind of incident if it happened earlier with Jared Kelly and Tommy Fox. No, this is coming off the backstretch. Looks like Gary just gets a little loose, comes down on right on top of the 48. Might have ended his day, both their days. That was a terrible crash. Yeah, it looks like Jerry LeGrand's be jumping to the pits. Jerry Wright crashed. That is unfortunate for these two cars. All right. LeGrand, Luth are all in the pit lane. Kelly, he's in pit. looks like Pim's back on the racetrack with that earlier incident. He was down 2 minutes in the garage. Let's see what else we got going on here. Jared Kelly's just leaving the pits. Here comes the 55 of Kelly. 40 laps down, 2 incidents in a row. Drivers probably feeling a little more confident on their skills on this track, but as we heard from Justin, it is getting slippery out there, so any more aggressiveness can lead to trouble out there on the track. All right, so Stiers was able to grab a position. He's up 1. Maurer still in front. Mouse in second. White lost the spot. McWhorter's in your top 5. Rounding out the top 10 is Estep, Neil, Diamond, Pfeiffer, and Opplander. Sam coming in at P11. Good looking for him. All right, you see cars like Luth there, -3 laps down. That is not that big a deal here at a track like Dover. Lots of things can happen. You just need to keep it clean. Some of these cars are a couple laps back, aren't totally out of it. So just keep an eye on the yellows and as they grab back spots. Hey, Mitch Diamond, this is Kevin Kyle up in the QRL booth. Just want to do a quick interview with you, man, on how your race is going tonight.
Yeah, it's going real good. Just being patient here, taking it step by step, hoping we get a top 5.
All right, and then how do you feel like the track's doing right now, Mitch, with the slipperiness? Is it slippery out there?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It kind of gets tight in and loose off, and it kind of slowly develops. But yeah, eventually it gets to that point where it's like ice coming out of the corner.
Right on, Mitch. Well, hey, man, we're rooting for you up here in the booth, and good luck with the rest of the race.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right, thank you very much, Mitch. Appreciate your time there in the number 65 Ford Mustang. All right, pace car is off, folks, as they come around to the Geico restart line out of turn 4. And that Maurer leading them to the line. Away he goes. Great start. Joey right behind with another great start. Is he going to probably take P2 coming into turn 1? There we have the Mitch Diamond 65 car. Like he said, just patience, working his way up through the field, trying to keep it clean as you see him taking off, trying to fight his way around the 85 of Pfeiffer. Oh, Sam getting a little loose coming off the turn, going to back off the 923, but no incident there. Oh, 85 gets up a little loose, almost runs into the 65. All the drivers seem to really be using that low line. And oh, Sam gets into the wall. A couple cars through 2. Gets loose again. 923 gonna touch. Looks like Dave's gonna get touched just a little bit. You guys can see that coming from the back of the camera view. Pace car's out again. Like they say, folks, cautions breed cautions, unfortunately. Let's see if we get another quick look on that Dave Kirkpatrick crash. Not his fault of his own. You can see number 8 of Sam gets in the wall. So does the 923. Chris Morrill has nowhere to go, bumps into the 923. and he just gets a piece of the 27, just enough to get him loose and send him into the wall, safer barrier wall. Unfortunate for Dave, as cars are just scrambling to get around from him. That's unfortunate for Dave. Tough luck, man. I'm sorry about that. But back to our third caution of the race. Not sure if we have any drivers coming in for pit stops or maybe top off some fuel. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Maybe once we get pit stops or whatnot, I can get another driver here if you see what's going on. Take a look at Sam's car. A little bit of dent, a little bit of scratches there on the right side, as we can tell. All right, looks like that number 5 car that got in the back is pitting. There's Dave getting some damage taken care of. See if we get Pim in here. Hey Pim, this is Kevin Kyle up here in the Cav-OK broadcasting booth. How you doing there tonight, brother?
I'm doing great. I just got my lucky dog, and it seems that I'm getting another lucky dog.
I don't know, but just make sure you don't touch anybody or do anything to ruin your lucky dogs.
Can you put me back to Chris? I need to talk to my team.
No problem. Good luck out there, Pim.
All right, man.
That was Pim Lou. This is, I think, his first full series in an oval car. Great to see him out here. He keeps improving every week. Just glad to see him out there improving. It's always good to see these drivers out here getting better every race. Once again, I want to say a big shout out to our sponsors, farmersonly.com. You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com for all the onboard cameras today. Big thank you to all the boys and the girls in the broadcast trucks out here at Dover. I know it's hard traveling around town to town to be here at these tracks, but we really do appreciate it. So a salute to all the men and women that bring you this broadcast. All right, lights on the pace car are off again, coming on the backstretch. We are going to be lap 50 when we get to the green line out of 135. We're making our way there. 135 laps goes by quick here at this short little track, 1 mile. All right, pace car is off. Steyer's now leading them to the Geico restart line. All bunching up real tight, slows him way down, and away he goes. Great restart. That's what you do. You slow it down to the car behind you, gives you that little bump, and as soon as you feel that bump, you take off and use that momentum to get a good jump. Oh, Anthony Moss Jr. making his presence known, letting Joey Styres know that he's not the only car that wants to lead this lap, this race. Chris Morrow, big battle there on the inside of 57. David Owens is going to follow him also down low on the 57. Mitch Diamond almost going to fall in line. Maybe that 57 isn't just running quite right. Another car gets in a wall. Might be that number 77 of Jake Shea having some trouble on that wall. Got to keep an eye on him. But now the 27 fights back after all that damage and incidents he's occurred, and the 57 both been involved in some wrecks. But they're keeping it going here. Lap 53 in the books. Like Sam might be working on a move here. And the outer box, number 8 Chevy Camaro, coming to you from Kansas City. You see that damage on the right front fender. Whoa, he gets getting a little hot there on 85. Close call. And we do have a caution though. Terry Murphy, our resident Canadian, might have had some trouble. Let's take you back to see what happened. Keep your eyes on the number 18 car. 18 just thinks the 24 is going to keep going up higher up the track, but he doesn't. Luckily for the rest of the field, doesn't look like there's too much more damage involved with any other cars. Let's rewind that and take a look and see what happened here. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. I'm not sure. I feel like just a racing incident there. They're both in the same part of the track. That's unfortunate for them. Nate Maurer is going to be taking a pit stop though as we go back live to the racetrack. We're going to have Maurer, Sam's going in after that contact, probably with the front end, but his front end doesn't look too bad. I think Chris is going to get some repairs checked out. And that should give Pim his lucky dog to get back on the lead lap. A lot of cars coming in right now. Looks like Sam's getting tires. Check on Chris. You know what? I'm not going to bother Chris right now because he's probably trying to help out his teammates. But shout out there to Chris. All right, well, that's our fourth caution, and we're not even halfway through the race. Feel like with this track and the way it's racing, probably going to have a couple more yellows to tell you the truth. Just kind of the way this track races, and with these guys, how hard they're racing. It's going to be interesting just to see how it's going to pan out. Like Justin told us, he says about 60 laps on a fuel window, he thinks. If that was the case, that'd put him to 120. Track position doesn't seem to be such a huge deal. It is a big deal and it's not, but it just depends on how the race plays out. So we'll just have to keep an eye on everything and see how it goes. But your fastest lap of the race so far has been by Joey Stires. He ran a 23.9. Next closest would be Nate Maurer. He ran a 23.99. I'm sorry, Anthony Moss Jr. ran a 23.99. Where's Nate? A couple of our leaders. He ran a 24.01 so far. All right, pace car lights are out once again on that Ford Mustang. Next time around, he'll be coming off and we'll be back to green flag racing. For how long, I'm not sure, but that's the fun part. Get to find out, sit here and watch and find out. But thanks again to everyone tuning in. We couldn't do this without your support. Just make sure you guys subscribe, like, all that good stuff. It really helps our channel out. We appreciate it. You can check out Cavalcade Racing has a couple other series they cover. Sunday Night Skippy, which is a Skip Barber series, and Premier Cup in the mornings. So just check it out. We really appreciate it. As pace car goes in, Joey Stires leads them back to that Geico restart line. They're really getting their money's worth with that advertisement as he is off and off to the races as the green flag drops. Here they go, getting figured out, going single file back. Looks like that number 5 had the back up big time around the 55 of Jared Kelly, not to get in the back of him. But Nate Maurer, as you can see, is going to be engulfed in that traffic, but he made short work of that as he's now going to be working on David Owens to catch up with that main pack. Ty Killa's on the back bumper of the 5. And here's Dave Kirkpatrick, some of that damaged car in the incident earlier, working his way back up the field also. As you see these cars go around the track, if you can see that little bit of backfire, the fire coming out of exhaust, that's letting you know when that driver's getting off the fuel, and that's just the excess fuel getting burned off out the pipes. As you see the 77 stay up high, letting some of these cars, faster cars, go down low. But Jake shuts the door there a little bit on Tommy Fox, slows him down, which is going to let Tykilla make the move underneath the 57 in that Wall Street Bet Supra. Dave is not backing down as he shuts the door on the 57. As he slides up the track, Sam gets a little loose, gonna save it though. That might have been between him and Pim. That's the last thing Pim needs to do as a lap down car is get into any incidents. He needs to stay clean and let the drivers in front of him make the mistakes. As we're checking in with the number 15 of Alex McWhorter in the P6, position 6. And Mitch Diamond right there behind him, driver we checked in with earlier with a strong P7. But right behind them is a strong group of drivers, Scotty Estep, David Owens, and Nate Maurer. We're going to have to see if Nate Maurer's strategy is going to pay off. He did pit when Joey Stires and Anthony Moss Jr. stayed out, so we'll have to see how that pays off for him. Nate, no problem there on S-step. Checking back with the number 77 cars. He tries to fit back in line right in front of Sam Milliken there in the 923 of Matt Oppenler. There you see Jake out on the wall just a little bit there as Tommy Fox and Jared Kelly dive the inside to avoid that slowed down car of the 77. $70 laps down. We are over halfway in this race here at Dover International Speedway. Looks like Ty Killa is gaining and is going to make a move to the inside. Scotty's just going to let him go. No problems there. Just running his race, conserving his tires. We're gonna check back in with this group right here. Is I can feel the patience running out of these guys trying to make this pass on Alex. Looks like Ty Killa is trying to use this moment to make a move on the 11 as 11 is trying to sort out what to do with the 15. The Owens wants no part as he does. Oh, he pulls a crossover move, but he doesn't want to. Looks like he's just taking care of his tires right now, waiting for the right opportunity to really start moving. Oh, back up the front. Looks like Mitch and Maurer going at it. I got to believe that Maurer's got to be on the fresher set of tires the way he's moving up the field, but I could be wrong. There's Maurer making an aggressive move on Pfeiffer. Just charging up that field. Sam putting it on the inside, trusting the 923. Oh, they almost door each other coming across the start finish line. Oh, but the 923 might have the momentum back as Sam is stuck behind the 27 of Dave. Dave's trying to get out of the way. Does not seems like he's not sure which way to go. Oh man. Dave just letting some of these cars go by him on the inside. Smart move, but took him a minute to get it situated out. Checking back in with Alex and David Owens. Looks like Ty Killa was able to make the move past the 15 of Alex McCorder. 80 laps down in the books. Justin White has a full rearview mirror of Nate Maurer, but not for long, as he goes high to let the Maurer by on the inside to take that P3 spot. Just have to keep an eye on strategy and see how many sets of tires he has at the end. All right, as Mitch is working on the 77 of Neil, all over the back bumper. On board with Doug Neal in the 77 as we get a good look at the 65 of Mitch Diamond. Trying to sort out which way to go. Dives inside. Does he have enough to make it stick? Looks like he does. Pulls out in front as Dave tries to now, as Doug now tries to pay the favor. But he might not have enough for the 65. Great job there by Mitch, taking patience and just working his way around the field as he moves up to P5, up 10 spots from the beginning of the race. He is tied for our hard charger along with Ty Killa, back in the number 24 car, also up 10 spots in the night's race. All right, and looks like Maurer took quick work of the number 9 of Anthony Moss Jr. and has got his sights set on Steyrs in the lead. Let's take a look here. He's a second and 4/10 out. Oh, we got Murray into the wall, down low. Not sure what quite happened there to Terry, but he looks like that might have finished his night the way he's just coasting in. He's gonna bring it in and hopefully call a tow truck before a caution comes out. Not sure what he's quite doing yet here, folks. We'll have to keep an eye on it. As number 18 is in the infield grass, trying to make it to pit road. He does. Hopefully that does not bring out a caution. All right, let's check in with Scotty a step. He's in the pit lane. He might be thinking that he could take tires and fuel to get through to the rest of the race. There is your first pit from a lead lap car. And he is off and running. All right, checking back up with our leader. Now it's under a second as Maurer is just gobbling up Joey's time. Amazing what tires will do unless Nate's just that great a driver, which he is. A couple wins already this season. All right, right now let's see our closest battle. That's going to be Ty Killa, just trying to make his working his way up to number 85 of Pfeiffer. There's who else is in right now? White. Justin White is in the pits. He's bringing it in now on lap 88. Probably going to start seeing the parade to pit lanes. A couple cars go in, everyone starts getting the jitters. All right, David Owens just makes a pass. And that's Scotty car. Scotty is a lap down right now on fresher tires. All right, we have Doug Neal, Dave Kirkpatrick, Jared Kelly, Jake O'Shea, Justin White. Justin White is now pinning out. He's back on the track. Kelly in. There's Anthony Moss Jr. now coming in. That was one of your top 3. All right, let's. You can tell 77 has some major damage there to the rear of that car. Rejoin safely, no problems here. As your lead, we missed the pass. I'm sorry, but there is your leader as Maurer gets the lead over Joey Stiers. 92 laps down. These two are always battling out here at the front, but strategy will come into play here. As I believe Joey last pitted lap 32. I'm not sure if that, I think that's correct. He's only completed one pit stop. And Maurer last completed lap 56. Yeah, that is right. That's what my data is showing. Joey is out there on 32 from lap 32 tires, basically. And Maurer lap 56. That's why he's able to run down the Joey and all the rest of the competition. But now we're going to start to see Maurer fall off and some of these other cars on fresher tires catch back up. So this will be interesting. All right, and shout out to Doug Neal. Just ran a 23.81. That's the fastest lap of the race, I believe. 23.81. Checking it out on the board. Yeah, that is one of the fastest laps today. Maurer out to a massive 4 second lead over Stiers and the rest of the guys. But here comes Nate. Nate's calling it in. He came in hot, getting those tires hot. Hopefully that's not a black flag. We'll have to see what happens as Stiers stays out. What a strategy. We're gonna have to see how this plays out. But here comes Maurer. See how he does on his pit stop here. No mistakes. Looks like they got at it right away. There goes the right side tires. And the left sides. Okay. So he's got 4 sets and topping off of fuel. He should be good for the rest of the race. As your leader takes over, and there's Mitch Diamond. Talked to him earlier. Number 65 in P2. So Mitch, he pitted lap 46. He's running 25 fives right now. Oh, hey. Is that a wild Pim?
You're absolutely right. It's a wild Pim. I had enough. The pain was too much. And I was thinking, I want to see how it's from your perspective. How's the race so far?
It's pretty good, man. A lot of cautions, a lot of slipping and sliding out there. A lot of cars on the low side tend to, I don't know if it's too much speed going in the corner or they overjudge it or misjudge it, I mean, and they run up high on the guy that's on the outside of them. And a lot of people getting doored on the high side. So it's just really interesting to watch the cars, and it's been interesting. But the big story right now, though, Pim, is Joey last pitted lap 32, and Maurer just came in and pitted, who had a 4 second lead over Stiers. So I'm not sure what Joey's got up his sleeve on these.
Well, I have some news for you, because I just heard that Joey Stiers overshot his pit. So I'm not sure what he's going to do, but you always know Joey Stiers, in the end, he will come straight to the front.
Yeah, and then Pim, I was hearing 60. I mean, on fuel, you can make it about 60 laps, is what I was hearing. But we'll just have to see how this works out for Joey and where he ends up. But I'm also very impressed with Mitch Diamond, number 65 car there, Ford Mustang. He's doing a great job, just working his way up the field. He's had a lot of great showings at some road courses and throughout the season, and I'm just really impressed right now with him.
Hey, if you can drive ahead of David Owens, then you know you're doing something well.
There you go, Pim. Well said. But okay, Tommy Fox now is pitting. He just came in out of P7. He was involved in some earlier incidents, but hanging in there right now. Stiers finally coming in the pit.
Yeah, I see Chris Morrill, the number 5 cars, just coming out of the pit. He had some damage a bit earlier on from the race, and he's trying to recover that a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think it was any fault of his own. I know he had a couple cars come down in front of him, and he tried to do his best to back off, but just sometimes you have nowhere to go, and it happens.
Especially here in Dover.
Yes, this track is it's a mile. It's over a little bit over a mile, but the high banks and the speeds make this track run very fast.
So with Joey now in the pits, that's going to leave David Owens actually going to take that lead. Look at that.
Because Mitch Diamond just got it. I mean, not Mitch. Yeah, Mitch Diamond just pulled in the pits again. His last pit was lap. Let's see. Can't remember quite where it was, but he just pitted. So yeah, that's going to set Mitch back quite a bit. But like you said, David Owens, Sam Milliken, and Matt, all the top three, all came in and pitted on lap 56. And yeah, we'll have to see how Joey files out right now out of pit lane.
Well, I would keep my eyes on him with that restart. He's going to be aggressive. 35 laps, 30 laps that he needs to do to actually get an overtake to go to that front. Keep an eye on him.
But Pim, do you think there's going to be another yellow with less than 30 laps to go?
It would be weird to say it's not, but I do have to say that. Yeah, I for sure we're going to get one more yellow, but I think people had enough of it. So we have a lot of people now a lap down. That's going to be influence.
So David Owens, Matt Oppingler, both pitted lap 56. So I believe they're going to have to pit one more time. So they'll cycle out. After those two pit, your next one in line is going to be Anthony Moss Jr. running P3. And right behind him, Nate Maurer. So keep an eye on those two. That's going to be your top two right now after the P1 and P2 cycle in for pit stops. Oh, pace car is out. We do have a caution. Looks like Dave Kirkpatrick might have been involved in that. Let's take a quick look here on the replay, see if we can catch what happened. Kirkpatrick's a 27 Miller Genuine draft car. Looks like he gets on the apron just a little bit. No contact yet. There it is. 85 gets into the back of him, unfortunately. Sends him right into the wall. I know Dave's going to be very frustrated in this race. I think this is the third time I've seen him have an incident. But let's see the 85. Where is the 85? Okay, Jeff Pfeiffer. I want to go back and take another look at the crash through Jeff's eyes.
That was a weird moment. No idea what David Owens was thinking. I'm curious about his camera view. Was he sleeping?
Let's see. I'm back on David here before the incident. Let's see if I can speed it up here a little bit. Did he catch him a little bit? No. Was it David Owens?
It was.
Okay. Well, there's your caution, Pim, that we were talking about for tires to get caught back up.
Oh man, I was the whole time I was waiting for this caution. That's gonna be me on my eco laps, but too bad. It came too late for me.
All right, we'll have to see how this all sorts out here with placement and after pit stops.
Yeah, so in my book, Owens is still in the lead. Oppingler second.
I have that in my book too, and then also, you know what? And he came in the pit. It looks like too at lap 108. So was he able to pit before the yellow came out or during the yellow?
It seems I'm a little bit confused, but I do see Doc Neal going into the pit. Scott Astap is going into the pit, and Jared Kelly. Jared Kelly, his car is quite damaged. He was already in the pit for a couple of times to fix his cars, trying to get out again, but it's really just damage control for him on the moment.
Yeah, this caution came out right during pit stops with a lot of guys on different strategies. So this is really going to throw a wrench in some of these guys' plans. As you see, Nate Maurer, let's see. It shows him P4, but we'll have to just keep an eye and see how everything turns out here after pace car makes a couple more laps to get this sorted out.
I'll be honest with you, I'm amazed how clean some of the cars still look.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been the mid-pack fighting. And it's just been interesting to watch. You just get a sense of somehow the different drivers' mannerisms and how they drive the car. It's very interesting. But we're all on the edge of our seats right now with less than 25 laps to go in this race.
Yeah, definitely. And pay attention on David Owens. I'm sure he's going to have a good start. But I'm curious what Joey Steyers from that 8th position can do in the green car. Pay attention about him. He's going to make some moves up there.
On your timing tower, though. Okay, there's Steyers. Okay, I see him. Yep. They must have gave him a wave around because it showed him like 55 seconds behind the leader. So yeah, you're okay. They're getting it sorted out here.
Yeah, exactly. They're getting right there. Audience is getting anxious, but
Pim, I'd love to. Yeah, we'll have to go back and maybe later take a look or ask David Owens how he was able to make that pit stop and still stay up in the lead. Because last time we checked, he was in the lead on those older tires, and now he's pitted 108 and on fresh tires in the front of the field as the pace car goes in here with 25 to go.
All right, let's go. He's taking it long over there. He's going to wait. And look at that. He's waiting all for the last moment. And then he goes suddenly. That was a big jump he had. And he's making a great move. Nate Maurer moves up to that second spot. And we see in the back Joey Steyers already making a move. Joey Steyers on the outside. See some people going on the apron.
Yeah, that's right, Pim. But, man, he's got a ton of traffic to deal with right now, especially that damaged car of the 27 of Dave.
Yeah, but then he's not done yet. Don't count that out there. But on the front, we do see now Nate Maurer already on that second spot. He's going to have a lick where David Owens. What is his line, and how can he do that? He's not driving the same line. He's trying to save a little bit of tires, see if he can get it to the end. And oh, there goes David Owens. Nearly slipped out, but holds that car really well.
Yeah, Nate's really using that high line to gain momentum. It worked great there on those lap 2 turns, but it seems like David. Oh, here it comes. Yep, just not enough there on David to keep it down low, but Nate definitely ate up some of that tire wear to make that pass. We'll just see if David can hang on and keep it close to Nate. The 22 to go here at Dover.
Yeah, I see a little bit
Joey.
A little bit further back, Joey Steyers and behind there, Tequila and Mitch Diamond. There's some battles going on. It's not going as easy as I thought was going to go with Joey Steyers. You're right, he's struggling on the moment. Still on that 8th position.
He'll be okay. I feel like once he got past that traffic, he'll be okay gaining some more time. It's just how fast he can get by some of these cars.
Yeah, but if it doesn't happen now, then he's going to burn up his tires anyway, and then he's going to be in the same spot as he was. There's some people really good defending. Mitch Diamond right in front of him is one of those drivers.
And then back up at the front, looks like David Owens is losing positions quite quick. He's dropped back all the way to P4 as Justin White and Anthony Moss Jr. make the move.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He needs to hold on, otherwise he's going to get in that group behind him. I see Matt Oplinger together with Doc Neal. They're struggling now, and I think there are also some lapped cars in between there.
Keep an eye on the number 77 there, Doug Neal. I feel like he's been a little aggressive in his car. Might have been using some of that front bumper. So just keep an eye on him and what he's willing to do to make a move.
Well, oh, you tell it, and he goes. There he goes. Wow, that's got to be a yellow card. And another big wreck.
Sam gets collected. Did Joey get collected in that, or did he make it through? If Joey makes it through.
Joey is clean through. No troubles for him.
Oh man, and I said the nose of that 77, and it's long gone now. That 77 nose is long gone. Let's take another look here on the replay, see if we can catch what happened. We're gonna go blimp view and check out here on Doug Neal. That is the wrong car.
Well,
there it is.
it was actually who was in front of him?
The 048. Scotty S step gets door to door on Doug Neal.
He just gets loose on that exit, and then it's really difficult to hold that. And yeah, that's too bad for Doc Neal. He's the victim of that one. Luckily for Jared Kelly, I think he got by really nicely. But and then the rest of the pack
and the 8 got collected during that accident. That's too bad. That's Sam Milliken and the number 85 of Jeff Pfeiffer, which was a lap down car making his way back up to the lead lap, but that's going to definitely end their day.
That's too bad for Sam Milliken. He worked his way all the way back up, and yeah, it's always bad to see. His car's not that bad damage, but
okay. And then it's Pim. We have Joey Stiers, Mitch Diamond in pit lane, along with Ty Killa and Alex McWhorter.
What is that tactic of Joey Stiers again in the pit stop? And by the way, we see a yellow dog for is that Jared Kelly? Yeah, I think Jared Kelly got the lucky dog.
All right, and it looks like if we look at the timing charts here, Nate Maurer has used up that 4 set of tire already. It shows he's made 4 pit stops, completed 4 already. Joey running real long. This might be his time to pay off on these tires.
Yeah, I do have to say I'm not 100% sure, because you can't go into the pit without getting tires. So I'm not sure if Nate used them all. But that's going to be an interesting strategy if you're already using all your tires, because do you expect it's going to be green all the way?
You're right. No, not now. Not with this yellow regrouping everybody. I think this is definitely going to bring out a couple more cautions, and we'll just have to keep an eye if Nate or any of the leaders use up, if they do have another set of tires left. But oh, Pim, what was that? I just saw I saw a Red Bull car on fire or smoking very badly in pit lane there, Pim. Is your car? I'm glad you got out of there okay, and you're out of the medical
I'm okay.
tent.
I'm okay. Don't worry.
Good. It's just funny. I'm sorry, Pim. It panned right by your car, buddy.
Well, it is a Red Bull car, so you don't expect too much from it. But yeah, we see quite some people still in the pit stops. Jake Ashe is still waiting over there. Sam Milliken is trying to get some more damage out of there. And then Doc Neal, of course, who was in that accident. Scotty Estep is also still preparing to get some damage done. And those are the guys that are still in the pit. But yeah, we like, of course, to watch Nate Mower. Nate Mower is in the lead, and he's done this so many times in the BRL League. Curious what he's going to do up here.
Yeah, 15 to go. I feel like Anthony Moss Jr. has to make his move now, with him being side by side with Nate, or even the car that's behind Nate. This is their chance to make a move or to do anything to disrupt them.
Exactly, and who's behind them? Well, that's Justin White and David Owens. So also some really good guys that know this track very well, have raced for a long time, and you're going to see that. There's going to be some tight racing here.
Yes, sir. I'm excited, as always, for the end of these races. It's action-packed, and as we see the pace car lights go off, we're going to be getting ready to go back racing. Well, Pim, I just want to say thanks again for joining me up here. It's always it's always nice to have another professional as yourself come join me here at the end of these races. And I'm sorry, I'd like to see you finish your race, but I know things happen. I've been a part of many of them, so.
Yeah, no, I wasn't sure. Thank you very much. I wasn't sure if I was actually gonna race, and practice didn't go that bad. But when I got too many incidents, I was like, okay, safer for everybody else if I'm just going to be in the booth again. And I know, Kevin, how difficult it is to do it all by yourself. So we highly appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. We'll have to talk later. I just want to get your opinions on, kind of being newer to some of these tracks on how you feel. But as you see, Justin White all over the back bumper of Maurer as they come to the Geico restart line. Slows him down, it feels like, as he gets a great jump. 13 to go. Never Maurer just taking off from the field, but
I will tell you,
on some of those older tires.
it was Anthony Moss that was just too close to him. He couldn't see him to go. Nate Mower just left in a rocket, and that's just really what Nate Mower wants to do, you know, be up front and have no troubles with any cautions. He's driving quite nicely over there. We do see a fight in the back. Who's that?
It's going to be Stiers behind Mitch Diamond, trying to make his way around this traffic to make his presence known to that front field, but Mitch is giving him all he can handle right now.
And he's a very clean driver, so I don't foresee any troubles in that. Behind him is also still battling.
Right now, this is your closest battle between Stiers and Diamond. He can see Nate from his position, but can he reach him with 10 laps to go? Going to be awfully tough.
Yeah, I do see Joey Stiers is really pushing now, and he's a couple of times hit the wall, but he is going to make a move now. The 23, is he going to make it over there to Mitch Diamond? They're going side by side right now, and it is, he is making that move. Look at that.
Yeah, he tried, but Mitch really came down on the track and pinched down his exit, which hurt Joey's momentum off that turn. And Mitch just being right there is going to really hurt Joey getting the momentum off these exits to make a pass. Joey's just going to have to send it and basically pull a slide job on the 65.
He tries, but it's a really good job from Mitch Diamond. He holds that. Oh, I do smoke in front of him. Is that going to cost him any dangerous? I do think
it looks like he's going to make the pass there, Tim.
Yeah, nice move from him.
Oh, Justin White, though, making a move on Anthony Moss Jr. Inside line. Is he going to have enough to make it stick and make the pass? Yes, he does, as he takes P2 over of Anthony Moss Jr.
Yeah, and look right behind there. David Owens also wants to have a look over there, and Tequila, Joey Stiers, Mitch Diamond, Alex McCarter, they're all right over there. This is an interesting group. And look, Joey Stiers takes another position. And this is going to be
that
tight.
Low line is where to be. Justin White you keep an eye on Justin White also. He seems to be going up just a little high, but it might be working for him. But there's David Owens working on Anthony Moss Jr.
Yeah, right behind there. The battle is getting really tight now. Mitch Diamond wants also get behind Joey Stiers, but Tequila is holding off right now.
There's going to be 4 to go at the start-finish line next time around.
Oh no, come on, Joey Stiers.
He's blinking out a little bit there.
Yeah, he's blinking out a lot. And look at that, Tequila now too wide is he there.
Mitch Diamond's going to be following Tequila if he does make a move. That whole group trying to just dive under Anthony Moss Jr. Woo!
Yeah, and pretend that Joey Stiers is right in the middle over there. We don't see him sometimes, but he is there, and he's now passing David Owens over there. Oh, and they're going nearly into each other, but Joey Stiers backs out a little bit. Wise decision.
How distracting is that as a driver, having a guy blinking it out like that? I know Joey was good for most of the race, but man.
Definitely. Well, look at Mitch Diamond. Mitch Diamond has a tough time on the moment, still fighting there with Tequila. Right behind there, Alex McCarter. And we do have only 3 laps to go, or 2 laps to go, when Nate Mower now goes over the line. Justin White right behind there, and then David Owens still there. Joey Stiers is completely loose. Can he still make that? It's going to be tight.
That's over a second gap with 2 laps to go. That will be hard to make up. But Justin, great job on trying to keep it close. He's hovering right there around 0.3 of a second, 0.4 of a second.
Yeah, I do have to say the battle behind there is a lot interesting with Alex McCarter and Mitch Diamond. They're really going side by side now, and it's actually Alex McCarter who takes in position 5. Mitch Diamond is number 6, so they're doing well.
That's amazing that the 15 made the move. He was behind all 3 of those cars just a few laps ago.
Well, And look at that. There goes Nate Mower. Nate Mower goes to the finish line. He wins really, really good. Justin White takes the second position. David Owens third. And then it's Joey Stiers. What a great race of Nate Mowers. Really, really great tactic of him.
Yeah, what a great race. Great finish. Awesome to see these different strategies pay off as Maurer was just barely able to hang on. I feel like if there was just maybe 10 more laps in that race, White would have had him. But great job by all the drivers out here.
No, it's a great field, and it's still a new league, but we've got to the drivers, and that's really fun to see. And we're only 2 laps of the 2 races from playoffs, so that's going to be very interesting.
Yes, I believe this. I think David told me there's 3 races. Yes, after this race, there's 2 races left before the playoffs start. And David was also telling me it's win and you're in style this for their season, if I'm correct. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays off. So
I hope you do have Nate on the track, because he is doing a burnout. You should be proud of that one. Really, really nice.
Thank you for telling me, Pim. Sorry about that. I was daydreaming. But there it is, Nate. Great job.
Yeah, awesome race. Great race from Nate Mower, and I think a deserved winner. I am curious about the stories of David Owens and Joey Stiers, but Nate did a great job.
Yeah, Pim, if we get some of these drivers jumping in here, would you mind maybe handling some of the interviews for me while I could do some of the video?
Yeah, I'd love to. Well, we do actually have the number 10 already in. We haven't seen him much. If we saw him, he was in the wall. I'm really curious. What happened, Jared Kelly? What's your story? Jared.
Whoa. Who was up in the wall? If I remember correctly, you DNF'd because you got into the wall so many times.
Hey, so you don't talk like that to the broadcasters. How was your race, Jared?
Honestly, what a surprise. I just wanted to finish this race, and I was going along, got turned around. Luckily, I had you goofing around with me during practice, so I knew how to save my car if I ever got spun. Still don't really know what happened to kind of have the dominoes fall on that one. I was going to look at that here sometime soon. But yeah, just kind of running consistently.
Don't worry, Jared,
just driving my race.
We got it queued up right now, so you can check it out during the rebroadcast.
All right. Yeah, so yeah, just trying to be consistent, just drive my race, not get up into the fence unlike some other drivers. And yeah, somehow got really lucky. I saw Justin White go down pit road when we had green flag pit stops, and I was like, hey, there's a smart guy. I'm going to go pit when he pits. And luckily it worked out, and I finished 10th. So that's a lot of positions in front of that 033 car, I think.
I totally agree, and I think you did a really good job. A little bit lucky with that yellow dog you got, but and then from there on you moved up to a 10th position. Great job. We have some other drivers here as well. A top 3, David Owens. David, tell us your story.
Oh man, that was a hell of a race.
It was. It was. You were. I do have to say, we were a little bit confused here in the booth. At one point, you were first position. There was some scuffle, and then you went into the pit, and then you came out as first again. What exactly happened?
So right there at that last under green flag pit stops, so since I had fallen to the back and just rode around most of the race, every yellow we had, I just pitted and grabbed fuel. So I had a bunch more fuel than a bunch of the other guys. So right there at the end when they were doing green flag pit stops, I still had about another 14 or 15 laps of fuel left. So I was just going to run it out, and we got that last caution right there, and everybody was already a lap down. So I was able to pit, get tires, and still come out the leader.
Yeah, and then you saw in the end, you saw Joey Stiers coming back, the fight in front of you with Mower and White. Did you have any thought of going for the victory?
Oh, absolutely. I was pushing it there. It was a little loose, but I was still trying to be easy tonight because I wanted to race for the win, but I didn't want to wreck for the win. So I was give it my all, but I wasn't going to move anybody just yet.
No, I think that's a wise thing. Admins are quite strict in this league, but someone who was one spot in front of you was Justin White. Justin, how was your race?
It was okay. Dover is one of those fast but technical tracks. You got to be quick on The response time on the wheel being smooth, and then easy back on the gas coming off the corner or coming out of the corner, because if you're not, that wall will sneak up, and Miles the Monster will take a big chunk out of your right side for you. So you just got to be easy with it, let it flow, and save that right front as much as you can.
I should have known that beforehand. I had that problem. And then at one point you do see Nate Mower coming very late in the race to the front. That lasted the few laps. Did you had any chances, or was it just holding on?
I was catching them after that last restart. After I got around David or not David. After I got around Anthony Moss there, I started to run down, but I think I spun the tires on the restart. Kind of got squirrely on me. Wanted to step out and go right, and had to not pull a Tuesday night fiasco and wreck the entire field. So I had to let off the gas a little bit and kind of feather it to get back into it. And then by that time, Nate was just too far gone. By the time I gathered back underneath me, I don't think there's no way I could have caught him. So he ran a good race all night. And as you know, he's a good crew chief as well and spotter, and he just knows the strategy, and knows how to stay out front. And congrats to teammate.
Well, great job. And yes, we do have Nate Mower in the broadcast booth. Nate, tell us about all this race. What was your tactic, and did that work?
Joey Steyer's getting trapped a lap down was the tactic. I thought my race was over when I smashed the wall coming out of turn 2 on one of the first restarts there. And then I chose to pit. Everybody pretty much stayed out. I chose to pit. I went in for like 8 lap fresher tires and everybody else, and I guess those 8 lap fresher tires got me back up to the front, and yeah, just.
And that restart, man, you had rockets in there, didn't you?
Well, I even told I wanted Justin White to get behind me. I knew that he just wasn't gonna let Anthony Moss go if he would have got in front of him, and yeah, so yeah.
Some nice teamwork.
I was trying to get him to stay behind me, but the old boy spun his tires and let Anthony Moss get around him. But thankfully, we didn't have to see Justin White plow his way on pit road, plowing out Anthony Moss out of the way again this week.
Yeah. Well, good win, Nate, and I do have to say, impressive burnout. It was great to see someone doing that very properly. David Owens, for you, I have the question: where are we next race?
Next race, pull it up. I got it right here, actually.
Darlington.
We are at Arlington next week.
Oh, Darlington, and we are getting closer to the playoffs as well. How do you see that, David? You got to be solid in.
Yes, sir. So right now I'm locked in. Nate is locked in. Joey is locked in. We are a win and you're in system. So if you win, you're in the playoffs. So we have that. So I'm looking good right now. So I can just ride around, take it easy at Darlington. I just got to stay in that top 20 in points so I don't get knocked out.
Yeah, well, that's always not that easy. Great to have you, David. Do you have any shout outs?
I just want to shout out Cav OK, you and Kevin Kyle and Chris Morrow letting us have y'all over here to broadcast the league, and everyone that show up for this race every Wednesday night. I greatly appreciate it. Exceeds my expectation every week with all the turnout we get.
Awesome. Well, let's go to Jared Kelly. Jared, you heard it. You just need to win a race and you're in.
Yeah, I don't think that'll work out for me. I haven't raced that many races here, so I'm probably not eligible for those playoffs. But I'm okay with that. I know I exceed better when I'm not in the playoffs.
All right.
But yeah.
And when are we gonna see you back in the booth?
Good question. I don't know yet.
we'll leave the suspense even higher. Justin White, any shoutouts from you? Justin?
Yeah, sorry, I had my wrong mic muted.
Right.
Shout out to Robbie for coming in and spotting for me tonight. Appreciate him. He was a big help trying to tell me what was going on, trying to tell me what line he was running so I could run something different, maybe catch him and run him down. Appreciate him. Appreciate Nate pushing me to get faster every week. Joey, same way. David Owens for the exact same, all 4 of us together and whatnot. And of course, Doug Neal as well, getting in there and pushing each other to be faster each week and try to figure out different ways of running the track. So get in different leagues. We're all running together pretty much towards the front. So appreciate those guys, and appreciate Kevin for broadcasting, Pim for you and the channel and whatnot, and thanks to David Owens for putting the league on. It's a big thing, big shoulder to burden, and we greatly appreciate it.
It is. It's great to have you over here, and it's great. You're absolutely right. It's hard work being an admin, and David does a great job on it. And then of course our last but not least, Nate Moore, the winner of this race. Any shout outs?
Oh yeah, tons of shout outs. Shout out to you guys for broadcasting this. My old man likes to watch us, so he gets to watch us twice a week. Thanks to you guys. Shout out to my teammates, Justin, David, Doug, Joey Stiers. I love Joey, the fact that me and him are so fast, and usually when I have another guy in the league that's fast, we're not buddies, not willing to help each other. But me and Joey are the totally opposite. Always race each other clean. I love racing Joey. Shout out to David for putting on this league, man. I love the Xfinity cars. This league's a lot of fun, and who knows, maybe we're getting a new winner next week at Darlington. I love that track, but it'd be cool to see somebody new get a win here, aka Justin White.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna look forward to the fight with you and Justin White, and of course David Owens and Joey Stiers, and maybe Chris Morrill can come up over there. I've heard he loves Darlington, so maybe that can happen. Well, that's basically it for the broadcast, Kevin Kyle, or at least for the interviews. Do you have any last words?
No, just excited to go see the Lady in Black and see who can tame her. It'll be an exciting race for our second to last penultimate. I learned that word, penultimate race of the regular season, and excited for it. And yeah, I think that's it though. But thank you all, you guys, for the interviews, and Pim for your helping out. And on that note, I think we're gonna go ahead and sign off for the rest of the night. And just make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. And for any information, just to contact David Owens or any of the guys in the league. And you guys all have a good night. Take care.